game, me hearty. Yeah, and we've got, how many... Say, you have a name, lover? Mind typing? Got it. Your buzzer is the letter B, as in biznitch. Whoa, where be the fire, Speedy? Fine, I'll wrap it up. Start your voyage and remember to get as much loot as you can. You did well last voyage, just let's keep it up, okay? Now, be gone!
Everybody, welcome to You Don't... Oh, it's just you. Now, shall we see if you've been paying attention? Time to make a choice. Open wide and get ready for Sack o' Pain. This one's worth 4,000 bucks. Now, have you ever been feeling so sorry for yourself that someone called you a sad sack? Well... suppose you sought counseling because you actually thought you were a sad sack. What would be your therapist's most appropriate diagnosis? Vintage automobile identifier, colostomy procedure fixated, desert nomadic obsessive, or comic strip soldier delusion? Go for it! Well, no. Maybe if you thought you were a Baghdad. Well, that'll make an exciting story, won't it? Sad Sack was a 40s comic strip about a loser soldier. The strip was a lot like Beetle Bailey, only without all the highbrow humor and literary allusions. Time to select a category. May I introduce... It's alive! Partner, $2,000 at stake on this one. Ready? Here's the question. If Dr. Frankenstein is limited to things he'll find in the blacksmith's shop, which of the following will he not need to assemble the creature's inner ear? Rivet, stirrup, hammer, or anvil? Go on, do it! No. And, you're not considering donating your brain to science or anything, are you? Just checking. Yep, here come the town folk with the pitchforks. The hammer, anvil, and stirrup are all bones of the ear, but there's no rivet. But I mean, it wasn't like having these things in his head caused the creature to get so angry. What did it, you ask? Ill-fitting tighty-whities. Uh-huh. Time to choose a category. Let's have a big warm welcome for Traveling with Your Ignorant and Ignorunkle. And this baby's worth 6,000 big ones. So, when in Rome, do as the Romans. Okay. So, how would you complete this? When in Turkmenistan, do as the Turkish. Do as the Turkmen. Do as the Turkeys, or do it. It's yours if you want it. My close personal friends in Turkmenistan are known as Turkmen. However, the people of Pakistan are not Pac-Men. That'd just be silly. How about picking a category? Well, look at you. You've just chosen a dis or dat. This dis or dat category name is, either way, it's a meaty roll. Now, I'm going to read off 7 character names, and for each one, I'd like you to tell me if it's a John Wayne character or a character of porno star John Holmes. A subtle difference, but it's there. As each one appears, if it's... Well, someone's done this before. Here's your 30 seconds. Let the games begin. Duke Slade, John Wayne, DC Buzzard, Captain John Holmes, Dusty Rhodes, Rio, baby, Father Clements, last one, Spig Weed. Hey, you got 2 of them right, and you kept all the colors in the lines, too. Well done. Okay, the next ones won't be so hard. Not as many buttons to push. Go ahead, pick a category. Hey, I know. How about Snore? Let's go $2,000 for this one. Eyes forward, we're going. Say you nod off a few minutes and end up sleeping as long as the literary figure Rip Van Winkle did. What could you have missed? All of the 80s and all of the 90s. All of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. All of the 80s, but none of the 70s or 90s. Go for it! Mr. Van Winkle slept for 20 years, so yeah, you could have missed all the 80s and all the 90s. So basically, here's what you missed. Prosperity, Reagan, Clinton, collapse of the USSR, and I bought a shirt in there somewhere. Pick a category. And I believe this one's called, And on This Farm He Had Nobody. This one's worth $6,000. Hey, I hear Old MacDonald wants to restock his farm, but he can't really afford to buy live animals. So, which of the following canned meat products will offer Old MacDonald the most? Come on, take it! Farmer's Potted Meat Food product contains beef, chicken, and pork. That'll net Old MacD 3 different animals.
Say, Billy, you want to pick the animal?
Sure.
Here you go.
Ow!
Go ahead and pick one of these. You are about to embark upon the attack. Keep an eye on the items you see. When you see a correct match, buzz in and I'll give you some money. If you're wrong, I'll take away some money. Every time you're wrong. And try not to forget.
Remember the clue.
Your match better fit this clue. What kind of man are you? Hopefully one who doesn't choke when he's got to perform. Good luck. Right. Let's see your final score. There it is. You know, if I had to choose one word to describe this game, I'd choose, Now, if I had to choose 4 words to describe you, I'd choose...
You don't know Jack!
Time for the game where high culture and pop culture collide.
Welcome, hi, hello there. This is You Don't Know Jack. I'm Schmitty, and you're playing by yourself. Well, don't be embarrassed. It's probably just a phase. Are there any questions? Too bad. Time to begin. Want to pick a category? Shake hands with Michelangelo and the Art of Morning Sickness. Get it right, I'm handing over $4,000. Here's the question. In what year did Botticelli likely suffer postpartum depression? Botticelli painted the birth of Venus sometime around 1482. It's all just sexism, you know. I mean, a woman cries and laments, they stamp it with a clinical term. A guy does the same thing, they call it his blue period. So, what's it gonna be? The category is Geek Chorus. How does $4,000 sound? Let's go. If the musical Hello, Dolly were revived and starred the Dolly that made science news in the 90s, what would theatergoers see? It's yours if you want it. Dolly was the sheep that became the first cloned adult mammal. The Times Review claimed she was, quote, a mere shadow of the original. Tell me which category you want. Okay, give it up for Nature is One Big Toilet. This one's worth $4,000. Brace yourself, this might sting a little. Which of our nation's glorious natural wonders would make the best bidet for a bear? The Everglades, Echo Lake, Old Faithful, or Niagara Falls? Go on, do it! Isn't Everglade what you spray afterwards to get that fresh pine scent? Here's the right answer. Old Faithful shoots water straight up in the air there, just like a bidet. So a wild animal might ought to use it to clean those tough-to-reach places. Which certainly answers that question. Yes, bears do in the woods. Time to choose a category. Hello? Would you like me to choose one? Okay. This category is strolling down memory card lane. Better wake up, because there's $6,000 at stake here. Hey, do you remember when that evil supercomputer called Deep Blue beat world champion Garry Kasparov in chess? Well, check this out. I've got a copy of the press conference afterwards. Listen.
I could not have achieved this victory without the inspiration of one of my fellow computers, that checkers champion, my friend and mentor.
Go for it!
Look, this player is about as fast as a Commodore 64.
You want to see what the smart money says? While Deep Blue was still in short pants, Chinook was beating humans at checkers in the early and mid-90s. And, if I'm not mistaken, back in the 60s, there was a clock radio that could beat the pants off of anybody at a game of tic-tac-toe. Go ahead, pick a category. Well, give yourself a round of applause. You've just chosen a dis or dat. And this dis or dat questions category is a little gravel with your dinner. Okay, I'm going to read off 7 items, and for each one, you must tell me if it's a geological rock or a type of bread roll. As you see each one, if it's... All right, Charles in charge, you think you know the rules? I'm just going to put 30 seconds on the clock. It's showtime. Croissant, rocker roll, jail, geyser, cornfells, Kumelbeck, salt, one more, Parker House. Perfect, and with time to spare, here you go. Nice. Hey, next time, you treat. Time to make a choice. Get yourself ready for She Blinded Me with Remedial Science. Get it right, I'm handing over $4,000. Last one in is a rotten egg. If fans at a charity concert were to perform according to the order of colors in a rainbow, who would follow Green Day? Come on, And now, Roy G. Biv! The colors of a rainbow go red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and then Freebird. Time to select a category. Welcome to the Jack Attack. Now, you know all about this. Let's not waste any more time. Need a clue? Where do you live on Alphabet Street? Boy, it seems like only yesterday you learned the alphabet, doesn't it? slip you the answers ahead of time? Let's check out your final score. There it is. Excellent work. I couldn't have done a better job myself. Of course, I would never play by myself because I have better things to do with my time. Now listen, I wouldn't say this to you if I didn't mean it.
You don't know Jack!
Yo,